Alright, so coming to Canada and actually living here, it's pretty bizarre, but I would like to tell you guys a story, and this story has to start in high school, and specifically in a high school cafeteria. So, in a high school cafeteria, this is obviously not my school, but I just found an image off Google. But I want you to visualize this because my high school cafeteria has one single ping pong table in here. And this one single ping pong table has a lot of popularity. And especially when there's only one, there is going to be a lot of people lining up for it. And once there's a lot of people lining up for it, and I'm that guy who enjoys a lot of ping pong, so I'm also this guy who is also lining up, we have a mutual system where the winner stays at the table and the loser gets out, basically king score, and we have a queue of some sort that we organize mutually. But there's always going to be some kind of person that pops out of nowhere and say that they've been waiting for 15 minutes, so they should replace me to go next and replace the whole queue instead of queuing again. Which I understand because this is high school, and if you want to queue again, it probably takes a lot of time, and lunch period is probably already over. So usually if I'm this guy over here, I'll just let them go first. I really don't care because it's king score, whoever loses is out, and then the winner stays. So I'll just wait another round. It doesn't take much time. And now that's what happens in high school. This doesn't happen really often, but it's something that would happen, and someone that would actually come in and say that keep queuing for 15 minutes, or basically they just left the queue and want to come back. It's fine, okay? It's completely fine. However, this is not the end of the story, because fast forward, the other day, me and my family went to Costco, and I would also like you to visualize this over here. This is the parking lot of Costco, and if you guys don't know what Costco is, it's basically these big box retail stores that you can get basically anything from. You can get your home supplies, you can get food, you can get utility, whatever. And me and my family, portrayed in this white car, are going there. So this is the parking lot of Costco, and it is a Saturday, so there is going to be a lot of cars already parked, like around here. Basically the parking lot is full, but there's people coming and going, so it's pretty fine. And it's Saturday, so it's understandable. Me and my family are in this car, and we're driving up to this stop sign. And then what happens is we see this car in reverse backing out of this particular parking space and getting ready to leave. So while they're parking off, what we did was we basically went over and lit our right indicator signal to signal that we would like to park in this space. So you waited for this guy to leave. This guy leaves. What we do is we park into this space. Seems logical, right? There is this car on the side of the road over here. They come in, the driver and the passenger. There were two people. They were both women and probably in their 20s. One woman, which is the passenger, got off the car. This woman got off the car, walked towards our car, knocked on the windows, so we lower our windows, and says to us that this particular space, they have waited for 15 minutes and still couldn't get a parking. And this is already bizarre, because if we zoom out here, this whole thing is like the Costco parking lot. And there are millions of different types of parking spaces that you can go to. So when the passenger comes over to us and says that they've been waiting for this particular spot for 50 minutes, it's outrageous. I don't understand. But it's fine. It's completely fine because being the good person that we are, there are so many spaces in a Costco parking lot. We can just go somewhere else. So what we did was after we had to reignite our engine, and we backed off of this space. The red car is still waiting. Alright? The car isn't red, but I displayed it as red. We backed off and we left. As we're getting ready to leave, this car at the stop sign immediately, and I mean in a blink of an eye, takes the space. And this is absolutely hilarious. What happens next, of course, is this passenger, the same passenger that knocked on our door, leaves their car again and goes and knocks on the other car's window. And then we just couldn't bear it. This was absolutely hilarious. We just left. We didn't know how it ended, but we just left another parking lot. And once we turn the angle, we find another space to park. Like, it took like less than 3 minutes. And then, yeah, we just went shopping, and then we came back, and then we see this car not here, this person not here, but this car still here, which is absolutely hilarious. So the thing here I want to show you is that I have absolutely no clue on how to understand how someone can be waiting for a specific parking space for 15 minutes and asking the person who has indicated that he would like to go over here, that person has indicated that he would like to go over here with a right indicator light, and knock on their window saying that they've been waiting for this parking space for 15 minutes. It's absolutely bizarre. It's absolutely unimaginable. And there's so many, this literally blocks and blocks of parking space for you to go to. It's a Saturday. You've been waiting for 15 minutes for the specific parking space? Are you joking? I really don't understand their thought process there, but what I know is after we finish shopping and after like an hour of shopping, we try and leave, and we see the green car still there and the red car absolutely nowhere to be found. That's the reason I brought in this example. Like, the contrast here is, number one, this is a high school setting. Number two, there's only one ping pong table available. But over here, this is the public. This is not in a school. And there's hundreds of parking spaces not quite available. But at least if you wait for a minute or two, someone's going to back off and give the space to you. I don't know, I just find this funny, so I like to share with you guys because this absolutely reflects how my high school life is in public, and I'm sure that at some point you guys in your lives will meet these kinds of people. It's a good story to share. It's something that you can laugh about.